My people, you are now calling my people. I consider you a friend, and now I consider you my people really. And as you say, you're the oldest. I will treat all of you as a family. Here is my children. He oversees that all laws are ensured in my land. Make sure your stay is very peaceful. Number one, show them where to raise their head.
Thank you, my friend. We are so honored and grateful.
For that,
warrior.
I remember those days before parties.
Thank you.
Kill soldiers.
Thank you.
Wise one. No more.
Rasta Bernata, then Rasta Turtata, then Rasta La Catbonda Rasta Vuicata. As you continue to fly, you will face so many challenges, but never give up. Go to my bed, go to my bed. Make your wonder, go to my bed. That's what I tell me.
Wait for me, oh, Papa, oh, wait for me, oh.
Pray for me, oh, Mama, pray for me, oh. Pray for me, oh, Papa, pray for me, oh.
Ça va, c'est ça va. Ça va. Ça va, c'est ça va. Ça va. Ça va, c'est ça va.
Adage. You can record the verses so that when they go, you will stay behind and arrange them.
Man, you got no rest time. I go to hustle, man, no get time. Money on my mind, below the ground. My love for you no go end. I go hustle till I die. I go hustle till I die. My love for you no go end. My love for you no go end. I go hustle till I die. I go hustle till I die.
This place belongs to me. No Frenchman will come to this place and work farm and don't give us benefits. What are you doing here? No, this farm is my property. No. This is my land. No, go to your French land. This is my property. What are you saying? What are you saying? You don't have to. No, you're not working here. No. No.
No.
Jean,
You are not walking here. Young man.
Listen.
Very annoying. Very annoying.
Qui m'a mis cette télé? Du père! Adorer le terrain, ça c'est un terrain familial. Depuis longtemps, mangeons cette terrain nous appartient. Maintenant, tous les jours je me lève, je réveille mes gens, je réveille mes enfants, on part, on travaille, on cultive.
Yes,
Je sais que voici la limite. J'ai jamais fait ça au nom de Dieu. Au nom de Dieu. Jamais fait ça. Jamais. Je travaille tous les jours. Jamais. Je prends l'engrais. Je fais espoir pour faire produire.
we can't cheat you again. We invited him here, he's our guest.
Okay, my people.
So step in the right direction.
First of all, accept that we are the people. And then we will be able to solve this problem. Are we ready to solve this problem or not?
We are ready.
Do we want to have solidarity in this land or not?
We want to.
Do we want peace above all in this land or not?
We love peace.
So we will give the floor to
Mr. Chancellor, I have some friends to hold.
Clement. How sudden you are holding this?
So I would like to
What is going on?
Exactly.
Because I will be looking.
Did stardom come to you? I know that there's a point in time that maybe you feel lonely. There's a point in time you feel insecure. There's a point that you feel you don't just enjoy the popularity at all. How do you manage this?
Actually, I don't look at myself different from what I was yesterday. I am still just the way I've always been. Like, you know, the only difference is that so many people know me now, and what else? I'm the same. It's still me. I will still go to Moliko and eat my achumbo anywhere, like, you know. I will still hang out with my guys. Everything is the same, but just getting to know many people and new people too. So you cannot forget about your people, the people you grew up with because of this. You know, you're always going to go back to them.
Your family, supporting your family, friends, and people you do not know. Creating jobs for people.
Things expired, so the landlady threw me out of the house, and I did not know how to find my way back to my villa at the age of 13.
Father, if I am your servant you sent here, Father, to deliver these people.
Very bad. You are looking fake behind the job. Behind the fakeness, I am the vibe. I am the energy. I am the positive energy. I am the positive energy.
Ladies, take a quick break.
Always. I don't want to ask you a question. That is why I'm saying that everything that has to do with my emotions. I'm not going to come and say, if Diamond passes a message to someone truly, you understand?
Because I believe very much in myself, due to my profession, my educational qualification.
Navigator and I hate Nam. You go to Serious Stay Wakam village at the Salute Oma. You see any man up, John Salute, I don't come on. That's the male village man.
I'm fine. I'm okay, Biggy. It's a new week, so.
We are to address certain issues pertaining to what you may understand as hate speech.
I have the energy. I have the positive energy. I have the positive energy.
Ladies, take a quick break.
Also, it kills our Cameroonian currency. Why? Because it's in dollars. Come to think of it, we will be promoting the foreign currency, not our fancy egg in Cameroon. Do you think about it? Do you think about that?
It's not about the money, it's all about my lifestyle.
Nancy, I used to be no, for more, I used to honest for more.
And the video director can't speak all because of your hard work. People who thought you could not make it through your music career, playing and dancing your song, all keep working.
Mabdo, you have 5 seconds to sit.
What has been your challenges faced so far?
Just knowing people, Biggie, I have a problem of expecting too much from people, I have an issue with looking at people and judging them already, like...
I like to do hard things. And the good thing about me is I have fun in what I do. To me, you meet me, when I tell you that I say, actually think I'm suffering, the truth I have fun. Can I say?
Because it's already evident enough that you are bigger, better, bolder, and beautifully strong.
I call this meeting because in the realm of the spirit, I've seen another attack. There's another group of warriors stronger than we are.
For many years, I've lived in this kingdom. I have never seen such threats, if not for anything, but for my precious wife.
Say you have spoken well.
Say, you all have spoken well. Our people cannot be wiped out at the edge of the sword. We must move. And the right time is now.
My people are now calling me.
That edge, that here. And wherever you're watching us from, of course, you're live on the Hot Gem, Best Pan-African Media Outlet, and I'm your boy, P-Unity, hasn't been on event, and we are here at the Biggy Mansion to get a one-on-one chat with the flatmate. The show finally came to an end yesterday, and of course, I'm sitting here with, by my right, I have no other person but Bishop, and I have Magdo. Bishop, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good, bro.
Magdo?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm great.
I don't know where we're going to start from, but we are definitely going to start from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Should we start from the...
Start from my lady.
Or we start from Magdo? I think we can talk about, we should start with Magdo first.
Yeah.
Ladies first.
Okay.
Magdo?
Here we go.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
You still have your voice with you, despite all this screaming, celebration. You were so jubilant yesterday.
I don't know why, because on a usual day, I will not have my voice after a very strenuous day like that. I usually have a weak voice. Thanks to God, I have my voice for today.
But after the show ended, before you were in the house till the final day, and when you were evicted, you stepped out and you saw the crowd. There was there were people sitting in the crowd. How did you, what was your first reaction? You actually burst into tears, I think.
Yes, I got so emotional, you know. It's finally a dream come true to actually see people you never know, jubilate, scream your name. You know, it's something that I only imagined. So walking out yesterday to a crowd of people and they're screaming my name, I didn't even know how I burst into tears because it took a lot for me to get to the level. Being of eviction 8 times, back to back, no immunity, no captain ban. It gave me it boosted my morale. Then when I was going outside, I wasn't actually sure of what I was going to get. You know, what I got me so emotional. I was grateful. I felt like a star.
You feel like a star, should that be a feeling actually? I think you're already a star. And looking at the way the game played from like 60 days in the house, that was massive. What did you think, what thing do you actually think made you to stay up 60 days in the house?
Just be myself. You know, I think I'll be myself because according to remarks, everybody's like, you made us proud, you play game. You'll be like, you play game. That means I was just being myself.
Yeah, did you actually feel like you played the game?
And we cannot really say what the public is expecting from us. But deep down, I thought that I'd given my all. You know, deep down, I thought I'd given my all. But still, I wasn't sure of how much of my all I've given.
Yes, that's mad though, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just tuning in on the Hot Gem, of course, I know that you are surprised because we didn't do any flyers, we did not notify you people, but it was so sudden. We needed to catch all of these beautiful and handsome flatmates so that we get to talk with them one-on-one. We always do it on Mondays, but you know they are out of the house and they will really need to rest. So I'm going to turn my attention to Bishop, but before I do that, I want to give a massive shout out to Biggy Studios. They are the one in charge of the production team. And they have made this work very, very possible. And to all the sponsors, Bishop.
Yep.
I don't know. Before we get to talking millions, before we get to talking figures, who was Bishop before entering Biggy Studios?
Bishop Waxy DBW Trafficante.
I have a problem. You know, I better just stick to Bishop because I feel like if I have to do that, I'm hard to buy my time. But with time, being the artist you're going to be in the place ahead, we'll get used to the name and it will never be a problem. Yeah. You know, they always say that if you go to places and you still introduce yourself, it means you haven't done homework. You haven't done your homework. So we're talking about who Bishop used to be before entering the house.
Yeah, Bishop. I'm a timber dealer.
Alright guys, just hold on. I think we have to. Danger.
Break.
ladies and gentlemen, so we had to go on a little break, but we're right back. We're right back here for you. As I was earlier saying, if you're just tuning in on the Hot Gem, please make sure that you share as many times as possible. This show is being sponsored by Biggy Studios. We want to give them a massive shout out to the organizers for the beautiful job that they have done this year. I mean, the show was eventful. We saw emotions, we saw drama, we saw innovation, and don't take away anything from the fact that we also saw 3 millionaires last night. I was talking to Bishop before we went on that little break. Bishop, you were telling me about who you used to be before you got into this game.
Well, I said Bishop was a timber dealer.
Okay.
I do timber business.
Okay.
You know, I exploit timber from the forest, and I sell them to the Chinese people in Cameroon. And they carry it to their country. I don't know what they do, but that was my business, and it's still my business.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
that was
Bishop, one thing I know is that timber literally has money.
Yeah.
And you're dealing with Chinese people. So, what I'm still trying to figure out is the fact that you left money to come into the Biggy house. What was the drive? Who actually gave you that drive that you could come into this Biggy house, and then despite your age too?
One, coming to Biggy's mansion was not really all about the money.
Okay.
It was for the firm.
Okay.
And the exposure too. You know, if I came to Biggy's mansion based on money, maybe I would have come. Because I would have still concentrate down there with timber, and I would make the whole
tons
lot
of money.
So if I left it a little bit and I came to Biggy's mansion, it was to come and expose myself to what I've been craving to do, to no avail. You know, like I said, I am that guy that eager to sing, to do music. But I always say to myself that I won't do that childish music. You know, I have some group of friends who go to this corner house studios and record, and then they'll go out and begin to beg you to listen to
the song.
And I told you I don't have that energy. Even if they ask me to pay 1,000 francs to record one, I will not give it. I'll eat the 1,000 francs because I won't do something out of my talent. Then I'm begging people to consume it. So I said to myself, if I'm coming to Biggy Studios, I'm coming to expose myself, and they have that platform where I can do real music.
Guys, that's confidence in the person that is sitting next to me. Like he literally said he used to do timber business, but he decided to come into this house for fame, and the kind of music he wants to do is the music that speaks for itself. He doesn't want to do music that he will come to you, preach to you, to go and listen to the song. Like a song at first hearing, you stick to it. So before we get back to Bishop, we're going to talk to Mado. Guys, I'm doing 2 people at a time today like we always do, but I think this one is a little bit more comfortable because this is not live and we're not going to be complaining about network issues, right? So please tag as many people as possible. Mado, I'm going to come back to you. Now, what was the most challenging moment for Magdo in the house?
My most challenging moment, I really don't like to talk about it, but I'll talk about it.
Come on, I know you want to talk about it.
My most challenging moment in the house was when I'm a student journalist, you know, so when I heard about taxes like advertisement taxes, like we advertise for our various sponsors, I thought I would lead. Yeah, I thought I would actually lead or win those kind of taxes, but it didn't. Life does not have to give us what we expect. Then I noticed that I kept on failing advertisement taxes, you know, and I could not place my hand. Sometimes it's just because of misinterpretation of the question, or I just didn't understand the question. And I asked myself, how can a journalist fail an advertisement tax? It destroyed my morale. It brought me down until I had to accept that I didn't come here to come and show myself as a journalist, that I was already. I came here because I wanted to be a well-known actor, a well-known musician.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now let's talk about what you're practicing or what you're studying to be, which is a student journalist that you are. At the point when you discovered that you were failing in those tasks in the house, did you at some point feel like you're in the wrong place? Did you feel like maybe I might reconsider my career goal or my career plan?
No.
Do you think so?
No, I didn't. Now, it destroyed my morale. I could not pick where I failed, what I was doing, what was happening. Because from where I come from, those are things that I do on a daily, and I don't think, and I've actually been doing great.
Yeah.
If I have to be honest with myself, my fellow classmates, my professors, I actually do great in my field of studies. Yes. So failing an advertisement, tax, it brought down my morale. I was broken.
Talking about breaking your morale, I think your morale literally came back when, along the line, when you, I think even at the end of the last days of the few last days of the show, you were winning tags back to back in the house, and the tags were not even related to what you do out there. To be precise, you won the Wild Ass Music contest, which was sponsored by McCoy. Shout out to McCoy, by the way. And in that task, you beat everybody, including musicians in the house, to win 100,000 francs.
I know.
So does that say something?
Yes, it says a lot. You know, even before the task, I've actually been writing and composing. We've had lots of music competition tasks, and I've been doing great.
Okay.
You know, thanks to my fellow flatmates and Biggy, I've been doing great. So winning McCoy's tax or Wider's music tax was more efforts.
Okay.
You know, I've actually been composing a lot of late, writing a lot of songs of late. Yes. And talking about what I was doing outside, music is not something new to me. Music is just something that I ran away from for a very long time. I hated the life of an artist.
Of an artist, okay.
Yes, I didn't like the life of an artist. I had an undying talent for acting. I didn't know that one could pave the way for another until now.
All right. You're sitting next to Bishop, or I'm sitting next to Bishop, and he was a flatmate as well, a winner, by the way. I think your relationship with Bishop in the house at some point, you guys were always at loggerheads.
No, not always.
Not always, but I think at some point in time, you guys went head over heels. And Bishop, do you want to talk about that? What actually sparked the controversy between yourself and Magdo?
You know that day, McCoy spoiled us with a lot of people.
Okay, all right. So McCoy, you came to sponsor a tax and got all the flatmates. So literally everybody was drunk.
We were perfectly drunk.
We were drunk.
All right, yeah, let's continue. What happened?
So the little misunderstanding, the excitement of alcohol, your system just make up. Then we argued for too long.
So, but the only thing I want to understand was the argument was some sort of fun, or this was really heated, something serious?
At the point of time, I saw it like fun.
Okay.
At the time, I didn't want to go, but I was too complicated. So I'm touching my daughter, but let's allow this one. It's okay.
I was ready mad. Only mad.
Because you know that day, it was just one bed. I would say it was liquor because.
Okay.
Had it been, I've been taking too much alcohol, like I would have long gone. I'll allow Madu to
exactly,
talk.
Yeah.
You know, I cannot go talking with Madu. Madu is my junior sister.
Okay.
And I acknowledge that fact.
Yeah. Talk about junior sisters. Before we get to that particular junior sister talk, let's talk to Magdo. You guys, you were literally insulting Bishop. Did you? Yes or no?
He insulted me, sir.
Did you insult Bishop?
If you watched it, you will see that
I'm not saying no. We'll get back to Bishop. Let's talk to Magdo.
Yes, I insulted him.
Can you tell us what you insulted? No, you're on live TV. Let me permit you, right? But what was the reason? What really got you so agitated that you couldn't take it anymore?
I'm somebody that I'm really sensitive to when people minimize me. You know, if you minimize me silently, I will scare away from you silently.
Okay.
And I'll try to prove you wrong. Now, if you make it obvious, I get so pissed off. Okay. You could slap me here, 120. The way you minimize me, you openly, I'm so sensitive to it. I get so angry when I'm minimized, when I'm belittled, you know. Yes. So at one point in time, I felt like Bishop openly minimized me. Calling me a child actually was not my problem. It's calling me a child actually was not
a problem.
It was not a problem. I'm actually the youngest read about Clement talking about, I'm the youngest.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, Clement clocked 23 before coming here, but I clocked 23 years.
Well, in the house.
The only birthday, yes.
Okay.
So him calling me his young sister was not my problem. Now, him thinking because I'm young, I can know something, that was where it got me pissed off. Now, thanks to alcohol, I was
You
able
had to air your
out.
mind.
Yes, because on a normal day I would.
You wouldn't.
Because I know that he's older.
And you have to give him some respect.
People, if anybody watches me talking to Bishop, they'll be like, that guy is disrespectful. On a normal day I will know. And I want to tell you a secret. That day when we were talking, Clement and Dieudonné, we call it choke fire.
Okay.
Yes, they were acting as if they wanted to solve it,
Yeah.
but they were actually.
Means that they enjoyed what they were saying.
Yes, so Clement was taking down notes. Clement took down a leaf of
Like he was literally writing it.
He wrote down
He was
everything.
like he wrote everything down.
Now, we spoke for about 3 hours and alcohol, we don't declare.
Okay.
I felt like I was coming back to my right senses. Then I leaned back on the chair and I heard him talking about it. I actually kept on reducing. When I read about the thing, I heard about the things I told him.
What was your first reaction?
I just quietly kept quiet. I quietly kept quiet. And then I waited for Clement to sleep off. I tiptoed into his closet. I stole the paper. I washed it because I didn't want them to bring it back the next day. The next day he woke up in the morning.
He was looking for it.
My note, I sat there.
Really, I was expecting Clement to bring it aside.
Yes,
you really wanted to see the thing
I
that she
know
said.
Clement will read it for depression. So
I didn't want them to bring it back.
And talk about depression. There were a lot of depression bundles served in the house.
They were dishing us depression.
Now, who amongst you was in the violent committee?
No, I wasn't in the violent committee.
No, I was there.
So since any of you wasn't in, I will not talk about that. The people who were in will come and talk about the violent committee. But we have to talk about the reactions yesterday when finalists, the last 3, actually came on stage. The reactions towards the last 3 were not evenly distributed. I felt like the emotions were all channeled to some sections and not like now. Fish didn't really get the biggest portion of love from fellow contestants or flatmates. Even when he won the 12 million package, why was it so?
Well, for not that we didn't show him love.
Okay.
But it's an impression that people already have.
Okay.
Because some people, they were like asking me that were we intentionally pushing Fish to the wall, ganging against Fish? How can we gang up against one flatmate now? If people got mad at Fish was due to his actions.
Okay.
And whenever Fish pose an action, we will be against him, but the next minute everybody has forgotten. We are now okay.
Okay.
But there was one thing among us. There was this feeling that we had so hard that Fish is a winner.
Okay.
And nobody could seize that feeling from us. We already knew that we are fighting for 2 positions.
But talking about Fish being a winner, it's subconscious, right? I cannot blame you for that. But don't you also think that having a huge popularity is also could also lead you to easy failure?
Look at it.
Okay.
Where we draw this analysis and the conclusion was that anytime we have a task and they say they are posting it online for people, Fish always emerge.
Okay.
So as Fish emerging, you know that it is due to popularity.
Okay.
So therefore, definitely we just.
But how did you know that he was emerging? By the way.
Because they come and announce the winner.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Our fans actually vote sometimes on taxes.
They'll announce Fish is the winner of this tax. Your fans have voted Fish is the winner.
But Bishop, before you talk, this 1 million should stand in front of you. People, I'll tell you what I want to put in front of you. Yes, continue.
Also for that alone, we were scared, and at the point we just gave up.
So literally, everybody gave up in the house.
We gave up the first position. We knew him moving around, and even that last day, yesterday, he got up in his high filter. He was moving around. So
he pressed us.
And then before depressing us, we heard you and Carol really broadcasting out the Fish So now, before these guys they came and said they've dished me enough.
Okay.
Now, listen to what happened. They called fish name. Afterward,
on the red carpet.
They added Patience name.
Okay.
There were only 2. Okay. When we all gathered here now, somebody came and added Noni's name. There were the 3 of them. And when I was left here with the 3 of them, I was scared. I was like.
So when those the red carpet session was on, were you guys upstairs or were you sitting here? I cannot feel it.
You understand?
But before we continue, Bishop, let's make it equilibrium. Let's get to Mato. Mato, talking about fish. Was it? They say love always begins with a lot of fights. You know, I mean, I don't know. What was your relationship with fish? It was more than just a game, and you spent time trolling fish most of the time. I want us to talk about that.
Now, I wanted to be sincere with you.
Yeah.
I like good things. Okay. I like to be close to people who are winning.
Okay.
So anybody in their right senses will love fish. When fish came in, I love fish, the artist.
Okay.
I'm a music lover. I love fish. I wanted to be close, you know, being close to fish, that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
You understand? Now, fish is a difficult person. I bet you he is difficult. Along this line, I wanted to play with, let's forget about the negative part. Let's look at the positive. Let's look at what we can get.
Talking about negative parts, what are a few of those negative things you could cite that really got you pissed to the level that, man, if I was in Fish's shoes, I think one thing I can really say so much about him is that at some point in time, he really has good composure. Like, I see a woman going all, like, screaming all over the place, bro. I mean, you need extra grace to be able to resist all that, don't you think? So, in your opinion, what do you think Fish did that really got you to that level? I mean, because I was seeing some sort of, I don't want to put it enmity. I think you need to.
That wasn't enmity.
Okay.
I'm just somebody that does not know how to patronize. I won't know how to patronize. First of all, I got angry because I expected more. Now this is it about me. I don't blame people. I blame my expectations. You know, I look at people and I expect more. Now when you form my hand, it vexes me that I'm supposed to control it. From the onset, I expected more, and then I liked him. Like, Fish, this ground, the musician is in the house. You understand? I liked him, and then he drew the form hand. Now.
When you say for your hand, which he actually do, that is what we want to get.
Can I call it negative? He gets negativity. He wants to be happy with you when he wants to be.
Okay.
You cannot be in your good mood and you rush into Fish and be like, oh. You will get the embarrassment.
So it's, to me, is that being unpredictable or being difficult? Is that being unpredictable or being negative? Because
when he insults you, he tells you the day that you die. You know, I don't blame people for eating too much. There are actually some people that really eat too much. Fish has a good appetite. Let me call it a good appetite. He eats very well. Now, I've been one of the people that have always been. I will not be eating. I don't say I don't eat too much, but I always have my food. I always keep. Because I know that I'll need, yes. I'm one of the people that have been giving you food from day one. I'm quoting you an instance. Okay. Now we have a little argument in the kitchen because I denied him something, one thing, in a very long time. He accuses me of poison. So you do so. When you try to give me a thing, I fear you'll poison me.
How did you react to that?
Yes! I got angry, but I was already used to it. Another instance, we are in the kitchen. He asks, I give him a plate of food that I have not touched. In my very big fish, I give him. Now he walks into me with 2 potatoes. He thinks it's his. After eating my rice bowl, he comes and starts shouting at me. That's supposed to be my potatoes. That's supposed to be that kind of a thing. I'm like, even if it was yours, after eating my rice, he starts insulting me. You know. Fish is difficult. So it takes the grace of God to accept this kind of person. But he's a sweet soul though.
It's a sweet soul. At the end of the day, that is what matters. Everybody is, you can only be you. You can, like, people love Mado for who Mado is. People literally love, we saw the love. It's not something that is the first time in my life, in the Cameroon music industry, in the Cameroon entertainment industry, let me not say music industry, when I saw people rally like unapologetically. They didn't care about what was happening. It's just like, we want him to win. Like, this is the person we want him to come with this money. So even if it meant that people had to vote for 30 million for Fish to win 50 million, they would have done it. You get the point. So shout out to the Fish's fans, but without going anywhere. I was talking about 1 million guys. You're watching this, right? You're watching 1 million CFA. This was for the second runner-up, won by Bishop. Bishop, were you surprised? Let's be very honest with yourself.
Well, before coming, that was my zeal. It was my zeal to win. But yesterday, I could say I was surprised because I was depressed.
First of all, I understand.
Okay.
You guys served me a whole bowl of depression when I was sitting on the chair.
But I didn't know we were giving you depression. We would have actually given more if I knew.
It got to me like spears, like arrows. When I was sitting on my captain chair, I spoke to the chair that you will not rule me on the mud.
Okay. Okay.
This chair commands the house.
Okay.
So I should not leave this chair and allow some people in this house. You command them. So I was saying this to myself like fun, but I was actually saying some things in my soul, in my spirit, that if I leave this chair, therefore there's no house captain. House 4.
I'm talking about house captain. You got the house captain on the day that it was almost ineffective.
Yeah, I got.
How did you react to that? Unfair?
The first house captain
biased.
That was the 7th week.
Okay.
And everything was like, but what gave me the power was I had the immunity that week, and since I already understood how the flatmates behave, when I woke up and told them, I'm not controlling anybody, I'm giving you all of you captains. To make them understand that if you're a captain, don't allow another captain to run behind you.
Okay.
If there's something to be done, you wake up by yourself and do it. You save the embarrassment, because I, for one, I don't like when somebody comes running by me, do this and do that. So when I said that, I even thought that maybe some will learn a lesson and feel Bishop, I don't run. If there's something, I just come and say, this is what Biggy has said. I come and sit there until Biggy asks me to go and say it again. If Biggy doesn't, I sit quiet.
Okay.
There is no child, and we have already a routine that we know already. Nobody has to remind another that this time to do this, is time to do that. But if I can only pass like the general captain, since all of us are captains, say, bon, we have this now. Just a reminder, because you need to know that this is what we have to do. So when I sat there for that first week, I was just like, bon, I was looking for my immunity. The last week, I did not fight for it. My name came out alone, and I decided to sit on the chair.
Okay.
Just sitting there was giving me power that I will not leave that place and go outside.
Was it giving you power and the feeling of
that I must go out with all of them? So finally, I went out with them. So they came now and called a tree. They said, no, the white fish and Bishop. So I stood behind, so that they should go along the door.
Okay, you wanted them to lead the way for you as the captain.
The captain should lock the door behind. So when I went out, I was pulling the door. People were saying, no, allow me. I said, no, let me lock the door. So when we stood there now, I said, bon, anything can happen now. We are out of the mansion. If you give me anything, I take.
And just before we round up, guys, these contestants, first of all, you need to give them a massive shout out, please. They are going to leave their social media handles, and I will plead with you with everything that I have, man. I only have a mic and a shirt that I'm putting on. If you want, I'll pledge it. Please go out there, support these contestants, follow their social media handles. But we are still going to talk to Bishop before he goes. One last question, Bishop. When you left the house last night as a married man, you met your wife, you met your family seated out there in the very jubilant mode. I'm not even interested in what happened after because I saw it. I'm only interested in what happened after the show. You mind telling us about that?
Something happened. I cannot explain it.
You cannot explain. I know you understand what that what that means. Before Bishop goes, can you just give your social media handles? Wait. I had a little news that to this 1 million, there's another 1 million pending.
Yeah, really. I was browsing.
Talk to these people.
And a friend of mine wrote to me and said he was campaigning for me. So one lady from the United States came late and then wanted to vote, wanted to push me to win. Well, that's what they said.
Yeah.
And it was already off time. So the lady asked him to connect
both of you. Yeah.
So now he did this morning. I was talking to the lady. The lady explained everything to me and told me that he's going to be sending me a sum of 1 million.
You didn't get that, guys. Come on, you're going to clap for that. That is one. I told you there is always one reason why you have to come live when we tell you that you should come live. So Bishop is not. Bishop is not a 1 million winner. Bishop is literally a 2 million winner. That is what we talk about, putting people on the platform. Yes, Bishop.
Shout out to, she's called Miss Kifa Vivian. Miss Kifa Vivian, please. Next year I'm coming in as Bishop. For this Bishop, congratulations. That is 2 million in the bag, and we know that so many surprises are still going to come your way. Can you just give your social media handles before you go? Yeah, anything, just type Bishop Giscard. You meet me, Bishop Giscard. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So they've given Bishop another 1 million. Let me take this one, guys. So this is my own 1 million. Madam, I'm sorry you'll be left alone. Please don't touch it.
I feel depressed.
This is for, you don't feel depressed.
I feel depressed. I was about talking about my own accomplishments so far.
Yeah, come on, right on. Feel free.
1 million has brought down my morale.
Why?
But
Come on.
still, Mount Zion shaken not. You're talking to the latest brand ambassador. Even before I left the house, it was already signed.
Ambassador, please give us full news. Let me give you half gist. What's that?
Sir, I've not read too much about it.
All right.
It's a whole skin, body, hair care company. Body, skin, everything human.
So I think sometimes I want to step out of this dark color. I want to go the Mado way. So you're ready for me. So guys, Mado, give your social media handles. I think we have to go since we have other people. Don't go anywhere. Give your social media handles and then.
All right, people. I made it so easy. If I came here, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anything. Magdo Official 237. Magdo Official 237. Or you text me 68688482.
Okay. I think we are going for a break, and we'll be right back.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Journalist. Bro.
Yes.